Elle King's performance at the Opry, honoring Dolly Parton on her 78th birthday, was a disaster.
Hi, my name is Elle King. I'm hammered.
What led to her drinking problems? Is it a cry for help and not her trying to be badass? Some even felt that even Dolly Parton's first thoughts would be to help this woman. Dolly's sister also took to Twitter and called King a spoiled brat, but she also suggested that a male singer wouldn't have come under the same scrutiny as King did. Male or female, I don't feel the actions can be defended, but I do agree that Dolly Parton would also not support the hatred directed at King, as she has a troubled past, which is not an excuse for her behavior, but still something that cannot be entirely ignored. Before the release of her last album, she said, "I always wondered, what's my music going to sound like if I ever get happy?" She was born on July 3, 1989, to comedian Rob Schneider and model London King. A marriage destined to fail as they tied the knot in Las Vegas only 3 days after meeting each other. They split shortly after her birth, and she was raised in Ohio by her mother and stepfather. Schneider wasn't involved in King's day-to-day life. He would find smaller ways to bond. For instance, she played a small part in her father's 1999 film, Deuce Bigalow. She even had trouble in school, getting kicked out for the first time in second grade, and it became a constant theme in her life. The family dynamics became even more complicated when Schneider got married again to someone a year older than King. She struggled to step out of her father's shadows and even dropped his name. She wanted to build a name for herself, all by herself. As a teenager, she felt awkward, not beautiful enough, and hated the spotlight of being a celebrity's daughter. Uncomfortable with her looks, she got her first tattoos at the young age of 14. Despite their strained past, Schneider and King were able to reconnect when she was an adult. Their relationship improved after the arrival of her two half-sisters, but her personal troubles were just getting worse. King secretly married Andrew Ferguson in February 2016, 3 weeks after they met, and a week after they had announced their engagement. She shared the news of their marriage and their breakup in the same Instagram post. Ferguson was also arrested and charged with domestic violence after allegedly grabbing King by the throat and threatening to kill her, but the charge was later dropped. She called it a destructive marriage and the lowest point in her life, as she struggled with substance abuse and mental health issues. She said, "I couldn't look people in the eyes. I literally couldn't leave my house for weeks at a time." The singer sought help from a PTSD specialist and leaned on friends and family, including Schneider. In September 2021, she married tattoo artist Dan Tucker, and they welcomed their son, Lucky. But before that, King previously suffered 2 miscarriages and months of anxiety before Lucky arrived. Her anxiety also extends to the stage, as she has admitted to relying on alcohol to overcome her nervousness before performances. King was working towards building a name in country music. After 2 successful rock albums, King released her first country album in 2023. Her duet with Miranda Lambert, ironically titled Drunk, and appearances at CMA Fest and Nashville Big Bash were steps in the same direction. But she has shot herself in the foot with what happened at the Opry. No matter what happens to her career, one can only hope that she can find happiness again. Please do like and subscribe for your daily dose of country.